Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Philadelphia franchise mode. We are here again with the Flyers, and we're here for the postseason once again, guys. I'm very excited about this one, coming off a somewhat interestingly depressing season. I mean, not that our team did bad by any means, but there were times where we really struggled, especially struggled to score, which was an issue we had come the third round of the postseason last year. So I'm intrigued to see how much that will affect us here in this season. So just a quick little recap of our team. Let's take a look. So of course we stacked the top line at the end of the last episode for Couturier, Patrick, and Konechny, putting Voracek, Giroux, and Frost on the second line, then Lindblom, Rubstov, and Farabee on the third line, Bray-Boulet, Lawton, and Ratcliffe on the fourth line. Then defensively, not much really changed. Actually, nothing changed. Still Provorov, Bouchard, Ghost, Myers, and Honka and Sanheim. And goaltending, of course, Carter Hart. Very much hoping for a better postseason this year. Obviously, not a bad regular season, but his postseason last year was horrendous. The year before was even worse. Well, I'd say last year was honestly worse, to be fair. Yeah, obviously Carter Hart is a great goalie, so I'm really hoping for a good season out of him here. And of course, we can fall on to Allmark if we need him, but hopefully we won't have to. So let's go and take a look at what the New York Rangers look like nowadays. We're like, I think 4 years into the simulation, so let's see. Max Bader with Philip Cheadle and Alexis Lafreniere. Not a bad top line. Artemi Panarin and Capo Caco are on the third line with on the second line, sorry, with Brett Howden. Alex Ovechkin is on the third line with Jason Dickinson and Vitaly Kravtsov. Jesper Fast, Matthias Janmark, and Chris Kreider on the fourth line. That is a tremendous forward core and tremendous everything. I mean a decent center core, but amazing wingers. Defensively, doesn't really get any easier. Nicoletti with Josh Manson, Jacob Trouba with Keandre Miller. Sorry, I was going to say Kevin Miller, to be honest. And then Ryan Lindgren with Brant Clark, who seems to be growing pretty damn well. And then goaltending, Georgiev and Sorokin are the goalies. Intrigued to see how they do. Georgiev this season was the backup. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty damn solid New York team, so we'll see how we fare up against them. I'm intrigued. So simulate to the day of Game 1, and of course we will go through it. And the playoffs are officially commencing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do. Period number 1 of Game 1. Obviously, we're in Philly. Frost and Bray-Boulet start off this game fantastically for Philly, and we're up 2-0 after the first 20 minutes of the series. Those were 2 goals in quick succession. No Toronto Maple Leafs in 11 seconds, but it's all right. Either way, let's move on to the second period, continue this strong game, and we do. Captain Giroux and Nolan Patrick get some goals, and it's now 4-1. Vitaly Kravtsov gets the lone goal for the Rangers. That was a very heavy very heavy period for shots. Us getting 11 to their 14, so not a bad period at all. We will slow sim the third. Phil Myers makes it 5-1. Power play for the Rangers. A long one for the Rangers. Vitaly Kravtsov gets a goal. He gets a second of the game, and they were still on the power play. Sean Couturier, though, makes it 6-2. And this game looks pretty much done, I would imagine. Georgiev, not a great game. Carter Hart, though, not too bad. A 30-save game isn't bad at all. 2 points from Couturier, 2 points from Giroux, and 3 assists. A hat trick of assists for Konechny. I just want to see how Carter Hart did. A 938 save percentage, not bad at all. Out of curiosity, I want to see Georgiev's stats. An 806, nice. It's basically Carter Hart's stats last year. Alright, we sim to Game 2 now, the 11th of April. Let's see what we can do here in Game 2. Can we give ourselves a 2-0 series lead? or will the Rangers be able to tie this series? Let's see. Period number 1. We're up 2-1. Frost and Ghost with goals, and Kravtsov still the only Ranger to score in this series. The poor guy needs some help. It's 9-5 right now for Philly. Similar shots to last game's first period. Second period now, we're up 4-2. Vitaly Kravtsov again, man. This guy needs some help. He's got 4 goals, and the Rangers have 4 goals. Nolan Patrick with a goal, and Joel Farabee with goals as well. We're out shooting at New York 24-14. That doesn't really look that good for Carter Hart, but Capo Caco gets a goal, so finally Vitaly Kravtsov gets some help. But that's a little scary just because now it's a 1-goal game with plenty of time still to go in this game. And yeah, not a great game from Carter Hart here. A power play late in the period for New York. Philly is able to kill it off, and we take a 2-0 series lead, but again, that one was pretty damn close. Kravtsov, of course, with 2 goals there. Yeah, Kravtsov is doing very well so far, but of course we have a 2-0 series lead, and every matchup in the East, or in the West, sorry, was 1-1 there. 2 series are 2-1, and 2 series are 2-0 here in the Eastern Conference. But why did my controller just die? Okay, my bats just are gone, I guess. 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, guys, but let's continue on with the simulation. Alright, Game 3 now in New York. 1-1 after 1. Bader and Rubstov with the goals. We're getting outshot 13-8. Well, at least it's a tie game. Second period, it is 3-1 for Philly. Farabee and Voracek with goals. And looking good heading into the third period of Game 3. We're out shooting the Rangers as well. Let's see if we can close out this series. A 5-on-4 power play for Philly. We were unable to capitalize on it, but we still have that 2-goal lead halfway through the third period now. Still looking pretty good for Philly. 5 minutes to go from a potential 3-0 series lead. And your Philadelphia Flyers, Nolan Patrick gets an empty netter, but your Philadelphia Flyers have won Game 3 and are now up 3-0 this series. Carter Hart with a much better game that game to redeem himself. So that is very nice to see. And we move on to Game 4 in a potential sweep. We have the opportunity. We have 4 chances to beat the Rangers here now. Let's see if we can do it. Game 4 of series number 1. What can we do? Period number 1. We're down 1-0. Alex Ovechkin gets a goal. And shots are 13-11 in favor of Philly, but we are trailing. So let's see if we can answer back here in the second period. We cannot, and it is still a 1-0 lead for the Rangers. They are out shooting us, and they have the lone goal of this game so far. Let's see if we can get anything done here in the third. A power play for New York, which we were able to kill off. Come on, Philly, a power play for us now. And then a power play for the Rangers, and a long one again. We're able to kill it off. Coming down to the wire of this game, it's not looking like the sweep will happen. And unfortunately, it will not. A 1-goal game. A 31 save shutout for Georgiev. A 35 save game for Carter Hart. And of course, Ovechkin with the lone goal of Game 4. And we've got a series, guys. Of course, the Rangers are looking for a reverse sweep. I really hope we can definitely not have to go through that. So let's see what we can do here in Game 5, back on home ice. Period number 1. 1-1. All right, Kravtsov continues his great play, great performance of this postseason with goal number 5, I believe. Morgan Frost, I think that's his second or third, so not too bad. We are getting outshot 13-9, but it's a tie game at least. So second period now, it is 4-2. Kako gets a early lead for the Rangers in the period, but then Couturier, Patrick, and Giroux are 3 big forwards for us. Make it 4-2 with 3 unanswered Philly goals, and we are getting outshot currently still, so that's quite sad for the Rangers, but we have a very good chance here to close out this series here in Game 5. Let's see if we're able to do it. Ovechkin does not want his playoff hopes to die, and he makes it a one-goal game. Play for New York. This is not good at all. Thank you for killing it off, PK. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and Claude Giroux, Captain Giroux, makes it 5-3, and Phil Myers with an empty netter to close out this game and close out this series. Your Philadelphia Flyers moving on to the second round. A fantastic game out of Giroux, and a great game out of Patrick and Couturier as well. So there we go, ladies and gents. We are on to the second round, and honestly, apart from Game 4, had no troubles of scoring, which is very odd because I expected us to continue to struggle to score, but we are looking pretty good so far. No, I just want to advance a day. We're going to follow along with the AHL here for a moment. We win 3-1, an 8-4 Game 4 there for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, who beat the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins? Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, I think it is. Either way, they beat Pittsburgh's AHL team, and we now get to face Pittsburgh, the Battle of Pennsylvania here in round number 2, and the Battle of Alberta in round 2. This is awesome. This is very awesome. So let's go and take a look at what our team has done so far. Obviously, Pittsburgh was very, very good this season. Let's see, though. We have, 5 point per game players in Patrick and Konechny with 7, Giroux and Couturier with 6, and Provorov with 5. Morgan Frost, though, 4 points, so not too far behind. Farabee, Myers, Voracek, all with 3. Rupstov, Bray Boulet, Bouchard, Lindblom with 2. Ghost, Sanheim, and Ratcliffe with 1. Lawton and Honke yet to get on the score sheet. And for goalies, of course, Carter Hart 4-1 with a .932 save percentage and a 2.01 GAA. That is much, much better stats. Now, I do want to go take a look at the Rangers just to see how well Kravtsov did. Georgiev really struggled. Kravtsov, 5 goals in 5 games. Guy's a monster. Didn't get any assist, but yeah, he really needed help. I mean, he got some help from Ovi, but I mean, the beginning of that series was literally all Kravtsov, so yeah, very interesting. But let's go and take a look at what this Pittsburgh team looks like. It's going to be the first time we won't have home ice in a series since I think, I think since the first time we've made the postseason in this series. So that's interesting. Let's go and take a look at Pittsburgh now. Sidney Crosby still there, of course, now at 36 years old and 82 overall. Not doing too bad this season. Of course, his wingers are Gensel and Kapanen. Very good top line. Second line of Brandon Saad, Alex Galchenyuk, and Anthony Duclair. Third line of Jordan Staal, Marcus Afanasenkov. He looks like he could be incredible. What a steal, my God. And Brandon Tanev. And then Jared McCann, Michael McLeod, and Sonny Milano on the fourth line. Michael McLeod as your fourth line center at an 84 is insane. That's a very, very good forward core. Defensively, doesn't really get that much easier either with Oscar Klefbom and Sammy Vatanen, John Marino, who surprisingly didn't grow that much, Nate Schmidt, and then Marcus Pettersson with Michael Matheson. And in net, Eunice Korpisalo at an 85, who struggled in the last series. Does that really mean anything, though? I don't know. He's been very, very good ever since he hit Pittsburgh, except for in the playoffs. So we'll see if that continues on for Korpisalo or not. But of course, we're heading on to the second round. And like I said, guys, this is going to be the first time since I think this series has started that we will be in, or that we won't have home ice advantage through the series. So let's see what we can do. I'm excited to see. First game of the Battle of Pennsylvania here in round 2. All right, not a great start. A 2-0 lead early for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Duclair and Saad with the goals, and it's 13-5 shot-wise for Pittsburgh right now. Not good. Second period. I mean, 4 unanswered goals for Pittsburgh is not good at all. Kapanen and Afanasenkov makes it a 4-0 game, but then thankfully our veterans in Voracek and Giroux bring us back and at least make it a 2-goal game heading into the third. But Philly has struggled this game so far, so let's see what we can do here in the third. Voracek is his second of the game and his second of the postseason, I believe, maybe his third. We have a power play opportunity. We're only trailing by one now. We have half a period to go. Another power play for Philly. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, please, please. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And Joel Farabee, let's go. 49 seconds to go. Ties this game. And we're going overtime. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. It was really running down to the wire, but 6-on-4 or 6-on-5, we were able to get one in. And we have forced an overtime period. We are getting outshot still, but 4 straight goals for Pittsburgh, 4 straight goals for Philly. Can we make it 5? Let's see. Here in the overtime period, we can. Let's go. Captain Giroux makes it 5 straight goals for the Flyers, and the Penguins absolutely threw that game away. Oh my. Captain Giroux with 2 goals and an assist. Voracek with 2 goals, and Morgan Frost with 4 assists. That was a crazy game from our second line. I did not mean to go back to the Stars, but that was a crazy game, and especially from our second line. That's insane. Calgary, Nashville, and Washington are the other winners of Game 1. And somehow we escape with a 1-0 series lead. I was not expecting that after the second period there, but we have a chance to go up 2-0 here in this series. Let's see what we can do here in Game 2. Period number 1, we're up 1-0. All right, Konechny with a goal. We're out shooting Pittsburgh as well, 14-9. So far, a 9-save shutout currently for Carter Hart. Hopefully, he can continue that this game. Let's go. Why is there 20 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock? Hello? Nice. Second period, we're up 3-0. Ratcliffe and Couturier on the power play gets us a 3-0 lead. And we're looking very good heading into the third. We are out shooting Pittsburgh by quite a few shots as well. But we have a 3-0 lead right now, which is great. Kapanen, though, makes it 3-1. And we've got a game here, guys. Obviously, you saw in the last one a comeback. It doesn't mean it couldn't happen here for Pittsburgh. Frost, though, makes it 4-1. Back-to-back power plays for Pittsburgh. Then a Philly power play. Too many P's. Oh, my God. And then a Pittsburgh power play. And Philadelphia will eventually close out the game, outshooting Pittsburgh 37-26. Not bad. Carter Hart with a 25-save game. Konechny with a goal and an assist, of course. But not bad at all. Not bad at all. We got a 2-0 series lead, guys. Looking pretty good, I must say. The Battle of Pennsylvania has been very intriguing so far, and let's continue this on. Now that we're going to Philly, though, we'll see how that affects this series in any way. An early power play for Pittsburgh, that's never good. But let's go. Period number 1 of Game 3. We're up 1-0. Scott Laughton with his first goal, I believe, of the postseason. We outshot Pittsburgh 13-11 there. Not bad. Second period. All right. Konechny and Bouchard with goals as well. We have another 3-0 lead heading into the third period. Not bad at all. All right, guys. 26-21 are the shots in favor of Pittsburgh now, though. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do here in the third. Can we close out this game? I hope so. Power play for Philly. Nolan Patrick right after the power play expires makes it a 4-0 game. And again, it is looking good for your Philadelphia Flyers. A power play, though, for Pittsburgh could change that. But unfortunately for them, we are able to kill it off. And again, we're looking pretty good. Nolan Patrick with back-to-back goals makes it 5-0 just to add a little salt to the wound. And a 34-save shutout from Carter Hart. 2 goals from Patrick, 3 assists from Couturier. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, guys. Let's see if we can close out this series here in Game 4. Like I said, similarly to Series number 1, we have 4 chances to close out this series. Let's see what we can do. Period number 1, We're up 2-1. Honka and Bouchard, two defenseman goals, and Crosby with a goal as well. Bouchard and Honka scored from the exact same spot, essentially. Shots are dead even at 13 apiece. Let's go. Second period. Ooh, a big period from Pittsburgh, and we're now trailing 4-3, and this is the first time we've been trailing for a while. Crosby got back-to-back goals there, although Couturier with a great answer 6 seconds after the Crosby goal gives us the, was that the lead? Yeah, that was the 3-1, or the 3-2 lead, sorry. And then Vatanen and Kapanen with 2 goals late in the period to make it 4-3, and Pittsburgh's definitely shown up this game. It is 4-3. They're out shooting us by a handful. Let's slow sim the third, and let's see what we can do. I am excited to see how this game ends, and Claude Giroux, Captain Giroux, ties this game, and Travis Sanheim, not too long after, makes it a 5-4 game for Philadelphia. They want to get a sweep. Oh my, 5 minutes to go. We could do it here. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and your Philadelphia Flyers have swept the Battle of Pennsylvania here in series number 2. Sid the Kid, unfortunately, not being able to carry his team that game to a win, but I'm proud of us. Let's see how our AHL team is doing. We are up 3-1 against the, is it Charlotte? Yeah, I think Charlotte Checkers, pretty sure, and we win over the Checkers. It is 4-1. So there we go, guys. Our record right now in the NHL is 8-1-0. Well, 8-1, I guess. Our AHL team has already moved on to the conference finals. Let's see what happens here in Game 1 against Binghamton. We lose. All right. But, yeah, we are here to face the Washington Capitals in series number 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Chicago and Edmonton in the Western Conference Finals. That would be a crazy conference final. That would be awesome to watch. Let's go and take a look at our team so far. We've got 6 point per game players now. Couturier and Konechny with 12, Giroux with 11, Patrick and Frost with 9, with 10, and Voracek with 9, Provorov with 7. Yet to get a goal, but that's okay. Bouchard and Myers with 5, Farabee and Lindblom with 4, Ratcliffe, Barré-Boulet, Ghost, and Rupstov with 3, Lawton, Sanheim, and Honka with 2. So Lindblom and Provorov are the only players who have not scored a goal yet. Obviously Carter Hart, but that would be quite unlikely. An 8-1 record with a shutout, a .932 save percentage, and a 2.18 GAA is very, very good from Carter Hart. So, no, before we start the simulation, I would like to go and see what the Washington Capitals look like nowadays. Of course, they are ovulous, so let's see. All right, Jakub Vrana with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Daniel Sprong. Oshie with Backstrom and no, that's Jonathan Toews. Let's say Devon Toews for some reason. And Garnet Hathaway, Matthew Phillips, and Ryan Hartman. Zach Shenishin, Garrett Pilon, and Andy Andreoff. So this forward core is very interesting. It is quite weak, but of course they're here. Lucas Johansson with John Carlson, Marco Scandella with Brendan Dillon, Martin Fehervari, I have no idea how you pronounce that kid's name, I really don't, and Alexander Alexiev. John Carlson, of course, came off the near 100-point season this season, so we'll see how that comes into play. How's he doing so far? Over a point per game, as you'd expect. And the goalies, of course, Ilya Samsonov, who honestly hasn't been as good as I was expecting, but honestly quite surprised as to how this team has made it this far. Of course, wow, Kuznetsov's playing out of his mind. 17 points in 10 games is insane. So was Jonathan Toews. So was Nick Backstrom. So was TJ Oshie at a 79. This is a very interesting team. It's honestly kind of surprising they've made it this far, especially looking at their team on paper, but who knows what that actually simulates like. Obviously, they've been doing well, so let's see what we can do here. We are back to home ice advantage. Let's see what happens. Game number 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. 1-1 after 20. Lindblom gets his first of the postseason. Not bad. And we're getting outshot by a few shots, but we do have a tie game, and that's what matters most. Let's go second period. We're up 2-1. Evan Bouchard really has turned on the Jets ever since that second series has started, and we're still getting outshot 17-15 now, but we're in a much better position. The Philadelphia Flyers, of course, with the lead heading into the third period. We are still getting outshot, like I said. An early power play in the third, a 5-on-3 opportunity. We are unable to capitalize on it, which is very sad, but thankfully German Rustov gets us a 2-goal lead anyways, but Daniel Sprong answers very quickly after. I was hoping for a power play goal there because that would have put us in a much better position. We could have been 4-2 right now, but we still have the lead, and that's what matters. And Phil Myers with his third empty netter of the season, or of the postseason, I should say. And we get the win. German Rustov with a goal and 2 assists becomes your first star of Game 1. There we go. You can see some depth scoring there in your 3 stars. Not really Bouchard, I guess, but the other 2. And there we go. A quick first game. We're on to Game 2. Period number 1, 0-0. All right. Wow. Very good very good period for Philly. 14-5 are the shots in favor of us. Shout out to Samsonov for keeping Washington in this. But let's see if we can get one by him here in the second period. Let's go. We can. We're actually able to get 2. Giroux scores on a pretty bad angle. Well, then Myers scores on a horrible angle, especially because he's a righty. So that's terrible. We're now out shooting them 24-15 as we head into the third. Up by 2, and Konechny, 20 seconds into the period, makes it a 3-goal lead. A power play for Washington. They're unable to capitalize, and Ivan Provorov gets his first of the postseason, and everyone has now scored a goal. Awesome. Back-to-back power plays for Washington, but it is not looking good for the Capitals right now, as Philadelphia has managed to take a 2-0 series lead. I did not mean to do that, sorry. And there we go. Carter Hart with a 24-save shutout, 2 assists from Couturier, and a goal and an assist from Konechny. Was your second star. Couturier still over point per game. It is 1-1 over in the Western Conference Finals, but of course 2-0 here in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we head to Washington to see if we can get a 3-0 series lead. Let's see what we can do. Period number 1. We're down 1-0. All right, Marco Scandella with a goal. 11-8 are the shots in favor of Washington. But, that's okay. We're only trailing by 1, so it could be much worse. Second period, though, trailing by 2. That is much worse. Shots are even now, 20-20, but we are trailing by 2 heading into the third, which does not give us a lot of time to tie this game. Let's see if we can. We will slow sim the third, of course. A power play early for Philly. We do not score on it. Another power play for Philly. Our power play just seems to pretty much be non-existent here in the postseason. That was a really long power play as well. Pretty much half the period at that point was on the power play, and we weren't able to capitalize, and it's not looking good for Philly. And I think for the I think for the first time this postseason, we got shut out. I just realized how many shots we had, but a 39 save game from Samsonov. That's insane. A 39 save shutout. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get one by Samsonov there. So there's our first loss since Game 4 of the first round. Now up to a 10-2 record. Sorry, but of course we still have a few chances to win this series. So let's see what we can do now in Game 4 back in Washington. So far, home ice has meant everything. Let's see if that continues. Period number 1, 1-0 for Washington. John Carlson with a goal. We're out shooting them 13-8. So that kind of sucks, but what can we do? Second period now. It is 2-2. All right, Frost and Voracek with back-to-back goals. And Phillips regains a tie game for Washington. We are out shooting them 24-14 right now. Carter Hart, buddy, I need you to make some saves here in the third period. if you can just go one period without letting in a goal, it would be this one. Let's see what happens in the third of Game 4. Come on, a power play for Washington, a 5-on-3 power play for Washington. We're able to kill off the 5-on-4, then the 5-on-3, then the 5-on-4. But Jonathan Toews gets a lead for Washington. We have a power play of our own, and Joel Farabee, right after the power play expires, makes it 3-3. But Washington with another power play, and looking like we're going overtime. We will be going overtime. Farabee was inside of the net with that goal. That is insane. We are out shooting Washington, but of course, one shot changes this entire series. It could be 3-1 or it could be 2-2. So let's see what happens here in overtime. And an early goal from Isaac Ratcliffe, the playoff performer himself. If you watch the Moncton series, you know what I'm talking about. Morgan Frost, your first star. Give it to Isaac Ratcliffe. What the fuck? But, no, it's fine. It's fine. We have a 3-1 series lead, as well do the Blackhawks. There's a likelihood where we could see a replay of the, 2013 Stanley Cup final, right? I believe it is, I think. Was that 2013? Let me go take a look. Let me just see. I can check Giroux. Let's see. I did not mean to do that. Let's just see. What postseason was that where they made the Cup final? It was 2010. Sorry. Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah. So very, very interesting series potentially ahead. But let's go, guys. We now have 3 opportunities to close out this series. Let's see what we can do. Back in Philadelphia. Let's go. Period number 1. We're up 1-0. Jacob Voracek with a goal, a power play goal. Oh my God, we had 18 shots in the first period. That is insane. 18-11 for Philadelphia there, and we have a 1-0 lead. So that's very good. Second period now. All right, it is still 1-0 in favor of Philly. 26-18 are the shots in favor of Philly as well, but we're looking pretty solid heading into the third. A power play, a long power play. We aren't able to score, but that is all right. We now pass the halfway mark of this game, or of this period, sorry. A power play opportunity for Philly once again as we come down to the last few minutes. Let's, yeah, there we go. We are going to slow sim it very slowly. Oh, God. Quick pause. What are we down to? Nothing yet. 19, 10. Whoa. Whoa, 5. Wow. All right, 5 seconds left. We are going to do a CPU versus CPU game, of course. There's Carlson and Konechny. Not bad. We have a, oh my God, our stats are insane. I think that's at 94, 92, 89. So we are, of course, going into the game here to see if we can close out this series. Very, very exciting. Of course, only 5 seconds to go. We'll see what happens. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Should be on True Broadcast. I don't play this game apart from franchise modes. And 2 seconds, 1 second. We clear the puck, and the Philadelphia Flyers are going to the Stanley Cup final. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We have accomplished a lot so far this series. Let's see if we can accomplish one more thing. Ooh, all right, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredibly exciting. Captain Giroux, of course. I'm guessing Captain Backstrom as well. Probably a lot of respect between those two. I feel like both of those guys are very selfless players. Not selfish, selfless. Of course, Claude. Will he grab the trophy? He will not. I don't know if there's actually an animation of the captain grabbing the trophy. I feel like I've never seen that. But of course, that's another trophy we can add to the trophy list. So that's very nice to see. I know the celebration isn't really anything special, but I still wanted to go in. A 27-save shutout from Carter Hart that game to close out that series. And like I said, guys, we're off to the Stanley Cup final. Who will we be facing? I am intrigued. It will be a replay of the 2010 Stanley Cup final. we get to face the Chicago Blackhawks, the, I believe, President's Trophy winning Chicago Blackhawks. I totally forgot about that. Oh, fuck. I totally forgot about that. Yep. Number 1 team versus the number 6 team. This is a pretty damn good playoff final then. Oh, man. I totally forgot about that. Oh, yeesh. That is not ideal. So, let's take a look at this team right now. Konechny and Couturier still point per game players. Voracek and Frost 1 point behind. Giroux 2 points behind. Patrick 4 points behind. Bouchard and Provorov with 8. Myers, Farabee, Rupstov with 7. Lindblom, Ghost with 6. Bure-Boulet with 5. Ratcliffe, Sanheim, Lawton... Ratcliffe and Sanheim with 4. Lawton and Honka with 3. Where's Farabee? Oh, he's at 7 points. So he had a pretty good season. He had a pretty good series in that last series. That's not bad at all. Holy Morgan Frost shooting percentage. Please keep shooting. Just the way you're shooting right now. I'm nervous now. I mean, we're not even doing it in this episode, but let's take a look at what Chicago has done to get here. They took out Dallas in 7. They didn't take out themselves. They took out Nashville in 5, and then took out Edmonton in 5. So obviously our team is the more rested team. We won in 5, we swept, and then we won in 5. So a solid record of 12-2 right now. Yeah. Only 4 more wins, ladies and gents. 4 more wins, and we can declare ourselves Stanley Cup champions. I am very excited for the next episode. So, quickly, let's see. Carter Hart with a .936 save percentage and 1.94 GAA. Not bad at all. So, we'll take a look at Chicago in the next episode. I am very intrigued to see how they have done and how good their team is. So, yeah, that will be everything for this one, guys. Hope you all did enjoy. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.